roundabouts. Watch out for anybody merging. Okay, not a big deal. That was you. You did that. Okay, we're coming up to this intersection. It's a roundabout. We know we have to exit because that's what he chose. We know we have to exit, right? So we know we have to do this. We see the car. Our head is pointed to the car. We're looking because our camera is on our chin, so it goes wherever, right? It goes where we're looking. We see the car. We see the gap that we have to get in. This is my exit. That's my exit. I got to get in there. We know this car is going this way. It's like this guy's never played sports. Pretend the motorcycle rider is a American football, because I know we have international here. So American football. He's got the little pigskin in his arm, right? And he's a running back, right? So he's running towards the touchdown. This is the touchdown, right? This is the touchdown. This is for my American people. That's the touchdown, right? This is right here a defender. Okay, I have the football. This is the defender. So D and then running back, right? All right. So we need to make it to that. We have to. Well, we're going to intersect directly with this car. If we keep going in this path, if we're going to go straight towards the end zone, we're going to run into this car. That defender is going to get us. So what do football players do when they're getting close to somebody, right? They juke them, they spin move, they swerve, they jump over the person sometimes. It's pretty impressive. We can't do that on a motorcycle, but they do something. They don't just keep going until they get tackled. They do something, okay? You can apply this to any ball sport, basically, even regular football, okay? Soccer. So you got to do something here. So what is it that a motorcycle rider can do, right? Well, if we know that pretend the defender can't stop very quickly, and they're just going to keep going. If all of a sudden you stop, they just keep going. Now you can just kind of waddle into the end zone. Well, this is what we should be doing. We should be applying a little bit of the front brake, slowing it down, allowing the defender to get across the way, and then we go to the end zone. We could easily have done that. But what do? We're like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and stiff arm the car. Sports. Small SUV turned directly into me as I was riding down the street on my way to work that morning. Never saw it, so I never had an opportunity to avoid it. I had all of my riding gear on, but had khakis on because it's what I work in, so I wasn't wearing armored riding pants. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. It's just a flash. Take a seat. Grab a slice of pizza. I will feed you. You are wrong. You are absolutely wrong. This type of behavior, like, I know that when they submit stuff to MotoStars or whatever, they're able to give context, and then MotoStars puts up the context here. This is a victim mindset. And I am calling you out. It's just flash, but you're not uncommon with this type of mindset here. This is what people do for every situation, not just riding motorcycles, but their intimate relationships, their friendships with strangers, whatever themselves. They always give excuses. You made a mistake. I'm calling you out directly. If I was your dad, this is what I'd be doing. You made a mistake. This is your consequence for that mistake. Now, what is it that you learned from it? You're walking. Be grateful that you're still walking. Be grateful that you're not dead. Be grateful that you don't have a massive TBI so that it changes your whole personality and causes you having deficits in your body. Be grateful that we have an ability to learn from this, and you won't learn from it if you have this mentality. You will not learn from it. You will just blame the other car driver all the time about stuff. So this right here, you did not see this person. They swerved out in front of you.
¿Quién tuvo la culpa